but I still want to spend my time my way. I chose Casinta because it worked.
No, no, no. Testing, testing, testing. 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2. All right, let's turn this juice up just a little bit more. Get some music in the background. That's cool right there. What's going on, everybody? I'm Coach Gary. How you guys doing today? And we are back again because today the North Carolina Tar Heels take on Georgia Tech. What's going on, DT3 Robots? You guys go check him out. He's doing a stream also. What's up, Eugene? Yeah, what's going on? Let's go Heels. Sean Crowley already in the house. What's going on? Hey, Coach. And Smiley Heels family, it's time to get to work. Got to get this one. Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Sean Crowley. Hit that like button. Appreciate it. Tech has always been an uncomfortable place. Always, always, always. You know, I want to stop short of calling this a possible trap game. I know you guys are going to get tired of me saying trap this, trap that. But anytime we play a team like this, that like we should be, you know what I'm saying? We always say if you're a good team, there are certain teams you should be. Like if you look on the schedule, or you not the schedule, but if you look at what a team has produced or been producing in the regular season thus far, this is the team we should be. All right, this team we should be. Okay. So if you're a good team, there are certain teams you should be. Georgia Tech is one of them. Now, with that said, what usually happens when you play teams like this that you should be? Sometimes you get, here's my word, lackadaisical. I'm gonna make a t-shirt with lackadaisical on it. You get lackadaisical, you get a little bit complacent, all right? And that may happen in practice where you don't practice as hard as you do. And so that mental way of thinking continues into the game. All right. Now you have a little bit of help if you're playing a team like that and they're coming to your home. But we're in Georgia. All right. We're in Atlanta. Right. We're there playing against this team, and just like you guys said, Sean Crowley, you said it's always a difficult matchup. It's always a difficult place to play for North Carolina. You could be in your head thinking, "Oh, we're gonna dominate this." Armando could be like, "Okay, I hadn't scored a bunch of points in the last few games, but this game I'm gonna dominate." So he could push himself. We can be coming out attempting to say, you know what, we're just going to get rid of these guys early and then overdo it. You know, overpass or make bad passes, take shots that we don't usually shoot. And a lot of times when you get into that rhythm, it's hard to get out of it. So hopefully we come out and we stay confident, stay like, we practice well, hopefully. I don't know how they practice, but I hope they practice well, and we come out and we just play basketball to our ability. You know what I'm saying? Don't play to Georgia Tech's ability, play to our ability, and then let's hope Georgia Tech is not filling their own baskets. Hope Georgia Tech don't come out and just get hot, because that could happen too. That could happen too, and Carolina could do the opposite and be at Georgia Tech and not be hot. It could all happen, but one thing that can help us, number one, is play aggressive defense. All right, Coach Davis may have to throw on that full court press early. You know, play aggressive defense, but be smart and just outweigh or outlast Georgia Tech's barrage, because you know they're going to give us all they got. Everybody gives Carolina all they got. All right, that's what we gotta that's what we've got to understand and live with when you wear this right here on your chest. That we're going to get everybody's top effort every single time. All right, so before this game gets started here very shortly, let's go ahead and take a look. Let's take a look at what matchup predictor is saying. All right, there it is. There it is. Matchup predictor. Carolina 84.4%. Georgia Tech 11.6%. This year, matchup predictor has been calling it pretty close. But I'm telling you, every time it is this big of a disparity or a difference, it never plays out that way. So hopefully, no matter what Georgia Tech throws at Carolina, Carolina can handle it, and Carolina can outlast them, through the end. And let's hope that these Tar Heels come out of Georgia this time 10-0. All right, you can see the records right there. Georgia Tech 9-11 overall. They are 2-7 in the conference, so they have beat some teams in the conference now. All right, and just like they just said on the television, the commentators, it's a year of the upset. It's the year of the upset. So hopefully Carolina is ready to play and use all our weapons. Kudo has been looking good. Hopefully he keeps it up. RJ Davis, taking on his role. He knows what the deal is. Ingram, it is time for, I think, Armando to have a good game. I hope he does without forcing it, but we'll see what happens. And if he can't score a bunch of points, Armando, give double-figure rebounds. Play defense.
Familiar starting lineup for Hubert Davis' team out there will be Cadeau and Davis, along with Cormac Ryan, Armando Bacon,
so for those who are coming in new, hey, thank you for watching. We do this for number one reason, because we love the Tar Heels. If you are in a place and you can't see the game, hopefully this audio and play-by-play helps you out.
Hampton with final instructions.
And let's get this.
We're underway.
Here we go.
That is Kelly with the basketball.
And we might have the court graphic today.
Really excited.
I think we will after this commercial leaves.
Held their opponents to 70 points or fewer.
All right, Georgia Tech, beautiful play, just did not execute it. Carolina comes down. Quick shot by Cormac Ryan. He misses. Ingram with the rebound. He does that well. Wide open three. Is no good. Armando Baycott can't get the rebound. Comes down to Tech.
Automatically, you see the pace of this game is going to be fast. Carolina's going to push. That's what Elliot Cadeau and RJ Davis are exceptional at.
A lot of contact between Cadeau and George. No call.
First block shot. Thought it was clean, but the ref said no. We're going to call a foul on Baycott. Hopefully Baycott does not get into quick foul trouble.
Drove right to the right side. Great job by Baycott to coming along.
He got him.
There an arm.
He got him.
RD, that's the key. It's getting into the depth of their bench and trying to get fouls on a guy like Armando Baycott. A lot of people say, well, his numbers are down. I actually think he's playing better basketball this year than he has in his entire career with what he's doing
wow.
on the defensive end and also the way he's communicating and blocking out.
Hubert Davis.
Hubert. All right. I don't know about that boxing out comment, but
6 field goals in his past 3 games.
Okay.
5 points in each of his last 2. He's playing great ball, and this also important for Georgia Tech with Miles Kelly.
All right, Georgia Tech
points early. David Stoudemire
gets on the board first.
Talk about getting his leading scorer some easier shots, getting to the free throw line. It's okay to take twos. Georgia Tech has the first points of the night.
Oh yeah, and as you guys come in, hey, do me a favor and hit that like button. I appreciate it. R.J. Davis, leading scorer in the ACC, scores first for the Carolina Tar Heels. It's tied up.
The double team by turning and facing.
Right.
A lot of bigs get caught off guard, but he's
There it
a
is.
passer out of the double team.
There's another two on the way. Kelly has a bucket. He's got all four.
Miles Kelly is their leading scorer. That was pretty smooth. Carmack Ryan
Another one-hand runner from Davis.
finds Davis. He can't connect. Georgia Tech out on the left side. Screen set. Nice pocket pass.
Pocket feed to Dewana. Couldn't finish. That's two.
Dewana can't hit it. Long release, not release, what do you call it? Outlet pass. And Carmack Ryan is going to be blocked.
Let's see who was last to touch it.
Yeah, as you come in, guys, make sure you hit that like button. Damon Stoudemire.
Had a great run at Pacific as a head coach, been on NBA benches and trying to rebuild this Jackets program.
Harrison Ingram
doing a little bit of everything.
knocks in a three for the Tar Heels.
40-point.
What's up, Carl Breaker?
Percentage three-point shooter, a guy that actually.
Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. Didn't see your comment till late. Yeah, Carolina plays today. It's the Georgia Tech game. Saturday's the game you're probably thinking about. All right, Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech seeing a large basket at home. This is one of the things I was talking about. Elliot Kudo comes out to run the patented play. It's going to be that move that Kudo is doing right there, that spin move.
On this court,
that I guarantee you're going to start seeing that in a lot of high school teams right there, just to set the play up.
Getting stops, not letting Georgia Tech see the ball.
All right, Carolina get the ball in.
Georgia Tech believe that they belong.
They get into Baycott. Hook shot, baby hook, no good.
Got him off just in time.
Outlet pass to Georgia Tech.
Should have been a foul.
They get it back into
Wisely took it away.
Kelly's hands.
Step back three. Miles Kelly is off.
Miles Kelly feeling it.
Start.
Gonna have to put a stop to it. Ronnie Sessions, what's going on? Ingram takes his three, can't hit it. Rebound, outlet.
Ripped away, and here comes George.
George hands it off to Kelly. Illegal screen.
And it's going to be a foul call on the handoff against George.
I'll take that foul by George. He's getting the hot player of the ball. You're going to see Miles Kelly right here. I mean, what a
Miles
shot.
Kelly.
The extended arms of Ingram. Just
can he keep it up the whole game?
He didn't come out shooting.
And maybe he can. We'll take a look at exactly what Miles Kelly does for the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets later. Carolina with the mini weave. They get it over to Carmack. Turns down a three. Throws it out of bounds. Let's go. There you go. Yeah. Calm down. Calm down. Let's go. Get it together. Tar Heel K in the house. What's going on, Tar Heel K? We have to guard the three-point line better tonight than we did against FSU and cut down on turnovers. Yes, sir. I think this is George. He takes a three. Misses that one. R.J. Davis with the rebound. He's slowed up by the Tech defense. Gets it to Ingram. Ingram hands that to Carmack Ryan. Comes off that screen. Almost another bad pass. They get it to R.J. R.J. step back three. Is nice. Oh, what am I doing? Three people in the chat. Thank you guys for being here. Make sure you hit that like button as you come in and as you leave. Let's get this algorithm up. Miles Kelly. Is that Kelly? No, that's not Kelly. That's Udongo. Hey, Georgia Tech's got some athletic-looking guys. Long, quick. Armando Baycott with the layup. Kudo with the dime to him.
RD, that's the assist to turnover ratio that you love about Elliot Cadeau.
And there is an injury on the court. Moving slowly. Hope it's not a concussion.
For Armando Bacon.
We've got a yellow jacket down on the floor. I believe that might be Ndongo. We'll check on him when you come back.
All right, looks like Ndongo is on the floor. And there's an injury, so we're going to have an injury timeout.
Let's go, Brad, we got to go.
Someone's in a hurry.
And that's going to give me time to go get a little information here, do a little extra, make sure I got things straight. All right, the box score so far, it's 10 to 11 Georgia Tech. Ingram has 3, Baycox 2 points just scored before that injury timeout occurred. R.J. Davis with 5 points. For the Yellow Jackets, Ndongo has 2 points. Kelly has 7 and Reeves has 2. Dawana and Ndongo, they are both freshmen for the Yellow Jackets. Ebenezer Dawana, 6'11", 230. Like I said, Georgia Tech's got some good-looking athletes. Ndongo, a freshman also. They've got a bunch of seniors that, I guess these freshmen are a little bit better athletes. 6'9", 214. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, number 11, he was the one that drove to the basket and scored. You got the point guard, George, doing most of the ball handling, bringing it up the court. Then, of course, Miles Kelly with most of the scoring, well, all the scoring so far, 7 points. Then you got Kawasi Reeves, number 14, a junior. Mark Price in the house. That's a shooting boy right there. That's a shooting guy.
Look, I grew up idolizing Mark Price.
Mark Price would light it up. Oh, it was. Knee to the back of the head.
Tough one. Yeah, it was, let's see, after he took the contact from Baycott, Ingram was just coming to the offensive glass and caught him in the back of the head. They walked him out. Certainly we hope Vi will be able to return to the game shortly. Ty Claude into the lineup. David Stoudemire is they're checking on Ndongo, and hopefully he'll be there soon and be able to return soon. There's a foul called underneath, trying to create a little space. They're going to get Miles.
All right, still 15:28 to go in the first quarter. Carolina trailing by 1.
Georgia Tech, they average around 12.5 turnovers per game. Only averaging around 13 assists, so getting into their own worst enemy and speeding them up is what North Carolina needs to do defensively.
Seth Tremble is checked in for Houston Davis. So too is Jalen Withers. And Withers
Carolina gets the ball down to Armando. Armando with the baby hook. It's good.
Armando Bacon doing work on the baseline.
Look, RD, they're not going to come.
George walks it up the court for the Yellow Jackets. Gets that to Miles Kelly.
Working on Withers.
Back door. 3-point shot. Almost gets stuck. Outlet pass to Cadeau. Quick 3-point shot by Davis. I'm telling you, that kid right there is what do you call it? He is a professional scorer in the college ranks. Kudell gets on the floor, gives it up to Trimble. Trimble, make the right decision there, buddy. Just make the right decision. He gets it down to Baycott. Baycott goes quickly. He's too good right now. Working hard down low in the box.
An 8-0 run for the Heels.
Carolina right now 17-11.
Carolina team that out-rebounds their opponent, and defense is their calling card.
Rebound, Armando Baycott. Outlet pass
Pushing it up to
to
Trimble.
Trimble. Gets it to Withers. Back down to the big man. Go quick. Kicks it out.
They beat it. For 3.
I don't know. Oh, either one of those guys could have taken that 3. Trimble or Cadeau probably would have had the same outcome.
Into the front court. Davis picked him up.
Georgia Tech is going to double that.
Big number 10 wide open at the top. Carolina's not afraid of him shooting that ball there. George. Short shot, rebound, Withers.
Withers able to corral the basketball.
And Withers gets it over to Cadeau. Cadeau to the basket. Finger roll is good.
The freshman from West Orange,
Let's go, let's go.
Something about Jersey guards, RD. I mean, this is what he's so good at doing. Learning how to probe in transition. And by the way, the reason why
For those people who have come in and already hit that like button, I appreciate it.
Cadeau was playing fast all day long. Now he's shifting gears.
Tar Heels got off to a little bit of a sluggish start, but they have hit the gas in the last couple.
All right, looks like we may have a timeout. And while we take this time out, I'll leave you guys with the I'm gonna leave you with the team stats right now. I know we don't have a whole lot. I'm gonna run and get something. I'm gonna have to go quickly because they're already back. We're already back. Right now, I know we don't have a whole lot. I'm gonna run and get something. I'm gonna have to go quickly because they're already back. We're already back.
Yes.
That last foul, by the way, Jay Will, was given to Nate George. You've got Nate George with 2 fouls. You got Dongo, who took a shot to the back of the head. So the 2 guys who have led them in scoring in 7 of their 9 ACC games now in some manner of trouble, and neither on the floor.
All right, Carolina comes out in a full court press. It's going to be a man press.
Now you make Miles Kelly the primary ball handler, and he's also their most elite scorer, so you're going to try to wear him down throughout the course of the game.
Screen set up top. Bad pass is going to be stolen. That was Sturtevant.
Hit somebody on the screen.
They get it down to Withers. Withers. Skip pass. It is deflected. And that was by number 5. It's going to be
Phantom screens, and they want to slip it all the time.
Japare. Or Japare.
That's what Jay Billis does. He sets hard screens.
Gafari was the one who...
R.J. Davis brings it down. Screen set by Washington. He gets it over to Withers. Withers turns down the 3. Goes strong to the basket. Loses the ball momentarily. It's going to be tied up.
Ibrahim Asaka who's in this game. Stoudemire's had to go into his bench.
12 minutes and 41 seconds left in the first quarter. Carolina leading by 9.
David today about his vision for what Georgia Tech can be. His love for being able to teach guys, particularly his young point guard Nathan George, and even talking to him about Don.
Damon Stoudemire.
Coach, I watch film, but I don't really know.
The head coach still going to be Carolina's ball.
To mentor the guys. And
Oh, what they call double dribble?
they got a whistle.
Out of bounds on the sideline by North Carolina. You know, RJ.
Oh, out of bounds. RJ Davis was out of bounds.
It's how many young
Threw that ball in to Trimble, was sort of stuck in the corner momentarily.
don't know something
Carolina picking up full court man to man.
quiet or silent and just let the game.
It's going to be Sturdivant handling the ball.
People that are willing and
He shoots it. The floater is good for Georgia Tech. Could this be one of those droughts Carolina goes through from time to time
Heads out that last foul on the
for a few for 3 to 4 minutes? Let's hope not.
blocks, and it's a 7-point game.
R.J. Davis
With the strong
gets the ball to Washington.
Remember Cameron's Pavilion in Atlanta.
Good pocket pass.
Williams with you and
And Washington's going to be fouled. That pass was from
Gary, Indiana will shoot
Ingram.
pros.
Man, is there anything
Tried to lay it with his left hand. He was fouled first.
on the daggone basketball court?
13 to 20 is the score.
You can switch them with anybody, RD, defensively.
Patrick McQueen, what's going on? I'm good, man. I'm good. How are you?
But also, he can do things off the PNR, and he's a playmaker. He has vision. He's one of the most skilled.
All of that, Sean Crowley. I see your 2 comments right there. And Washington steps up and hits his first free throw.
And that 17 rebound performance wasn't even a season high. Yeah, 19 rebounds against NC State.
His body frame reminds me a lot of Ron Artest back in the St. John days.
Yeah, that's a decent
He's a
comparison.
truck running down the floor. But with the agility.
21-13 North Carolina.
Another guy who continues to improve a lot of talent for Jalen Washington. As time goes on, he'll be relied upon more and more.
Washington misses a second, but it is tipped outside.
The back tap.
Trimble drives to the basket. Trimble hadn't been able to finish. Washington, I tell you, Washington, I didn't know you had it in you, big man. Washington gathers his feet and throws it down with the right hand
We know what
in
the
traffic.
five can do. It's the depth of their bench.
And Kelly says, I got you. I'm going to get it right back.
Miles Kelly trying to keep his team in it. But guys like Washington.
And he does with the slam dunk.
Depth, allowing Armando Bacot to be fully energized.
Ingram now with the ball. He hands up to R.J. Davis. R.J. Davis gets to the free throw line. It rattles in and out for him.
Dunk grabbed that rebound. He had a 20.9.
Rebound for the Yellow Jackets. Sturdivant
Offensive output in Georgia Tech.
finds Kelly.
Mari Abram, the transfer from Ole Miss, who's seen his playing time dwindle in recent weeks.
Nice drive and kick. Yellow Jackets moving the ball nicely. 3-point try. Rims out.
Out for Abram.
And that ball is saved by the Yellow Jackets. Carolina had their hand on it.
Gapare was going to try it again.
And Gapare. And Gapare was going to try to dunk it. Actually, it might have been Japare on the last dunk for Georgia Tech
Down below
instead of Kelly.
is Mr. Washington with a strong finish down low.
All right, had some nice action, some nice dunks from both teams.
Whole world though. Give me some energy. More about it.
Washington with the dunk. That was nice. That was nice. But then Gapare, I think that's how you say his name, came right back and blew by his man and got a dunk right back. All right, so Carolina right now leading 23-15. And we have another timeout on the court. All right, Ingram has 3 points and only 1 rebound. Still doing a lot for the Tar Heels right now. Bacot 6 points. He has 3 rebounds. Kudo has 3 points. He's got 3 assists. R.J. Davis with 8 points, 2 rebounds and 1 assist. And off the bench, Washington has 3 points. One of them was an emphatic dunk, basically in traffic there, gathered his feet and threw it down. For Georgia Tech, Ndongo has 2 points. Miles Kelly has 7. He has 2 rebounds. Reeves has 2 points and 1 rebound. The bench has scored 4 points for the Yellow Jackets. It can be Kapare. Kapare has 2 points, and one of them was, or the only points he has was a dunk. He has 1 rebound. And Sturdivant has a 2-point basket for the Yellow Jackets. All right, so far it looks like the Tar Heels are playing well. You know, like I said, they're going to have to meet everything that the Yellow Jackets throw at them because they're going to get everybody's best every game. So no matter what the Yellow Jackets record is, we don't go by that here in the ACC. By the way, the Yellow Jackets would be, let's see, the Yellow Jackets will be in 13th place at this point. That's 13th out of 15. All right, Carolina has the ball.
Everything for us starts in the defensive end.
Out of the break.
It starts about rebounding. That is the Carolina way.
Is Georgia Tech picks them up man-to-man. It's a man-to-man press. That means basically to beat it, you just got to get it in. Carmack Ryan pulls a 3, can't hit it.
Can't find the range. Debo Coleman.
A rebound by Coleman. They call him Debo Coleman. George, actually that is Sturdivant. Sturdivant for 3. And as usual, these teams they're not going to get blown out in the ACC. And Carolina comes down and turns it over. Can't get into that mode tonight.
Also for North Carolina, if you're going to go under the screen right there, it makes more
Georgia Tech's got guys that they're looking to score.
Going down into the defender, Sturdivant knocked it down. Playing the best
It is 18-23, Sturdivant. Oh, nice pass. Nice give and go to Kapare. Kapare definitely was going to try to throw that one down.
Talking with Sturdivant today, his name is Stoudemire, his godfather. Kyle's late father, Gary, close friend.
That is going to be a foul called on Trimble.
This accident while Kyle was at USC, transferred back here home to Atlanta.
10 minutes and 6 seconds left in the first quarter. Kapare on the line, and the Yellow Jackets move closer.
Off to a good start tonight.
RD, I just want to give a shout out to Sturdivant. We talked before the game, and I said they had an opportunity to read my book. I said thank you, and I said, what stood out to you is if I lost my dad not too long ago, and the fact that he plays for his father, the fact that he's around family with David Stoudemire, and those are the kind of stories within college basketball.
No. Score by Carolina.
He wants either to be a coach or an agent. So basket snap to 7-0 Georgia Tech run. Turnover for Tech. RJ Davis. Keeps us from getting to the basket. Nice defensive play by Kyle.
Oh my gosh.
RJ Davis decided to use the right hand. That's an even better block by Sturdivant there. That last way, Elliot Cadeau.
All right, here we go.
He rushed a lot. Very much looks on balance now with everything he does.
Davis from
RJ Davis.
contact
Long shot. Hits the three.
Leading scorer is in the double figure.
I can tell Jay Williams still has some North Carolina hate. He's trying to pretend like he doesn't, but he does. Hey,
You gotta chase him. You gotta
every time he says something about Carolina, even though he's trying to sound non-biased, I just feel it. I feel he does, Tar Heel K. 100%
RJ Davis is
with you on that. Georgia Tech gets the ball in. Carolina
RD, when I see players shooting,
extends their lead just a bit.
You're taking an easy way out. Trust me, I took the easy way out a lot.
This Miles Kelly kid is going to be hard to stop tonight. Good fake by Elliot Cadeau.
I made up for it on the offense.
And it's going to be another lost ball. You got to call that a turnover by the Tar Heels.
I like this by Miles Kelly. Sometimes the best way to attack a smaller guard is just take them in the block. And this is the benefit of having a coach who says recognizing those mismatches and then taking advantage of them with the smaller guard.
Sturman walks the ball up the court for Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech slowing it down.
Davis.
Steal by Davis. Davis hesitates, gets it to Baycott. Baycott scores. Goes through the contact. Now Sturman brings the ball down, talking to his coach.
Man complex right there, RD.
Calls the play. Sturman. They're trying to get it to Miles Kelly. That's turned away. Sturman skip pass over to Reeves. I think that shot was by Kelly. Rebound Ingram. Ingram brings it down. He loses it.
That one goes off of Ingram.
Seen about 3 of those from the Tar Heels. 3 turnovers right there, guys.
He decides to slow up, look, the big is trailing. It feeds your big man. Young guards out there, we're at point guard you. When your big runs the floor, feed your big. Reward him. You want him to run the floor. It's going to open up more threes.
My co-favorite, Jay from Duke.
George gets that quick shot.
That you said last week in the college game.
I think that was by Kapare.
So,
RJ Davis brings it down. He's on the right side. Gets it down to Ingram. Ingram. Going to be called for the offensive foul.
On Ingram.
Doing a little bit too much right now, guys. Move the ball around. I got you.
Jay Will and David Stoudemire go 1-on-1. You come back. You're Atlanta.
All right, we have another timeout on the court. Timeout on the court. What should we look at? Let's check out the team stats. 30-22. Oh yeah, definitely take out the team stats because I would like to see what our turnovers are right now. And as I always say, whenever you turn the ball over as a team, that means 100% that was an opportunity to score at your basket that you don't get. When you lose the ball, when you turn the ball over, you don't get to score. You have possession of the ball and you turn it over, you didn't get a chance to even attempt a shot. So who knows what the score could actually be here. But anyway, Carolina shooting 52.2% from the field. Georgia Tech 42, 3-point shooting. Carolina 44.4. That's not bad. 4 out of 9. Georgia Tech 2 of 7 for 28.6. Free throws, Carolina 2 of 3 for 66.7%. Georgia Tech 4 of 4. They've hit all of theirs 100%. Excuse me. Rebounding, Carolina out rebounding. Georgia Tech 14-9. There's your assist. I do like the assist by Carolina. Carolina's already got 9 assists. Still 7 minutes and 49 seconds left in the first quarter. No blocks, turnovers. Carolina and Georgia Tech have 6. The Carolina, we can't turn the ball over the way we're turning it over. Can't turn the ball over the way we're turning it over. had a bunch of turnovers the last game also. If I'm not mistaken, it was around 19 or something like that. Fast break points, none by either team. Points in the paint go to Carolina by 2. And our biggest lead has been 10. Right now, the top 2 scores for both teams. For North Carolina, R.J. Davis has 11, Armando Bacot with 8. And for Georgia Tech, Kelly has 9. And following him would be Sturdivant, number 1, with 5 points. Let's see, Jay Will and Sturdivant.
Yeah, so you bring the ball through. Coach K, Jim Boeheim, Roy Williams. It feels like this guard that cemented the ACC that's kind of left, and now there's a new wave. What's different about Damon Stoudemire?
4 people in the chat. Thank you guys for hanging out with us
I was jealous of this conference growing up
tonight.
because I wanted to play teams in the ACC. But you know, you couldn't always do that.
Thank you all for coming in and hitting that like button.
I was jealous of this conference. I always thought it was the premier.
Ingram out of sorts. At times, we fumble the ball too much. In certain instances, let's extend. Big stretch.
You know, for me, I would have been in this
Late first half.
You know, Damon Stoudemire, you talk about the 1995 Pac-10 Co-Player of the Year, consensus All-American. I got a chance to play against him when he was in Portland when I was in Chicago. You might have seen me doing a little bit of the shifty shoulder work, RD. His shoulder movement was one of the best I've ever seen. People talk often.
Yeah, so we're just in Atlanta, so you know there was a bunch of Tar Heels to make the trip.
And he's got his starting point guard back on the floor with 2 fouls, Nate George. Stoudemire's 13-year NBA career.
That was a drive by Kudo. And Gapari says,
Rookie of the year.
They've got some athletes now.
Because he loved it.
Yeah, if Kudo had been able to do that with his left hand, he probably would have got it up on the glass. Quick trigger by Carmack Ryan for a 3 for the Carolina Tar Heels.
Ryan knocks down the 3.
Cormac, a 30% three-point shooter.
Carmack loves to come off that screen and shoot that shot. George with the ball on the right side. And there's going to be an illegal screen set by big number 10, Duana.
Ryan starts knocking down those shots.
Ebenezer Duana.
Like Cadeau or RJ, you're going to start driving it toward their side every time because they can't leave them. You have to stay home when that consistent three-point shooter is knocking it down at a high clip.
Officials are coming over. They're going to look at the foul. The foul was called on EB.
33-22. Might have been some extra. Don't think it was no extra. There's just going to be a common foul.
Let's see. He stopped along.
All right, got a little bit of music in the background. Can't afford to get any copyright claims.
Nate George. A foul on Duana is second. That seemed inadvertent. There's nothing more to see there, by the way. I'm glad they did that quick. Just ran into it from behind. So an 11-point lead. And that is a great win to go as the front court inside 7 minutes.
Cadeau gets to the Carmack. They find Ingram in the middle. Ingram off the glass. Rims out on him. Rebound Debo up to number 5. That's going to be a jump ball. Ingram with the great defense. That was Gapare. Gapare going strong to the basket anytime he gets a chance.
Look, if you got Gapare here, don't bring the ball and put it into his chest. Keep that thing on the left side, tuck it away. I mean, Harrison Ingram with such good hands. If you give him the
33-22, 6 minutes and 42 seconds left.
I love that. I love that. I mean, that's the kind of toughness that you want that Ingram brings to the table. No, you're just not going to get position on me. I'm going to fight you.
Well, Cadeau tried to swipe that inbounds pass.
Kapari is able to get that ball in, being guarded by Ingram.
Out of bounds
Up top.
Quite get up.
Little movement going on those screens, but it's set.
Over and Kelly finds a little.
Nice shot right there. Miles Kelly can't be stopped, ladies and gentlemen. All we can hope to do is slow him down in this game. Quick shot right there by R.J. Davis. Goes down and comes out on him. Kelly brings it down between the basket, between the legs. He wants to take Armando. He does take him. Misses it. But nice hard work under the basket for DeWanna. But a foul is going to be called on DeWanna. 3 fouls on DeWanna. He's going to have to come out of that game. I'll come out of this game. 6 minutes, 6 seconds. Let's go, Carolina. Let's go. 33-25, 33-25. Extend the lead. Extend the lead and ratchet up the defense a little bit. All right, I'm not sure if this is a timeout. It must be a timeout. Refs going over to the monitor again.
I would be making it up if I said I knew exactly what they were looking at.
A little like I'm sitting on a chair like I'm Phil Jackson over here. I couldn't see anything. I see the shot go up, and it's from the weak side here. Stop able to see it.
I think what Teddy was telling us is they were trying to see who.
Not sure what was going on either.
Therefore, who would be going to the free throw line? He said 55. Yeah, that was Ingram.
You know, one of the things that's so impressive about North Carolina already doing game day, we get a chance to see so many teams.
All right, quite a few stoppages in this game, but we're going to end up with Ingram on the line. This review prep has got to go, yeah.
Their opponents for that defensive rebound. Everson, Ingram, and Baycott, they put a body on somebody.
Wojcik in the game.
Carving out space to get that defensive rebound.
And Ingram misses his free throw.
Ingram, I'm sure, would like to see a little.
Hey, Georgia Tech, they run that give and go, man. Ingram with another rebound on the miss. Kudo pushes that ball up quickly to Wojcik. Wojcik gets it back out to Kudo. Kudo to Ingram, back to Kudo. Kudo, they're looking inside, trying to get it to the big man. They finally do. Baycott turns, he's blocked. Carmack Ryan picks it up for 3. It rattles in for him. As long as they get that ball, it's some sort of screen or movement as he catches that ball before he shoots it. Carmack Ryan can score. Good defense by Carmack Ryan to block Kelly. Kudo brings it down, head up, turns on the afterburners. gets to the layup, but can't finish it.
I'd really love to see Miles Kelly involved in more ball screens.
Claude brings it up. This is George with it out top, being guarded by Kudo. Nice pass to Claude. Like I said, they run that give and go like better than most teams are seeing in the ACC. All right, Carolina with that, with this play right here. Kudo with the 360 turn, kicks it back to Wojcik. Wojcik must have been standing on the line. Standing out of bounds. Well, stepped out of bounds. Wow.
Pick and roll. Nobody comes from the weak side to stop the roller there for North Carolina.
Well, yeah, I got you on that too, but
easy slam. And once again,
but I don't know. I don't know if you want somebody to rotate.
No help from the weak side.
You already got 2 guys on the ball. Same thing. Let's go, baby.
Finding him again. That's about the
third
time tonight.
It is the 3rd time.
Tech's missed a golden opportunity.
It's the third, but the 3rd time that pick and roll was ran too. Like, I mean.
Well, Hubert Davis is telling Armando Baycott.
Yeah, it's Armando. It's Armando. You know what I'm saying? You already got one guy going. I think Armando's trying to help out the block once I think it's Cadeau getting beat. But all he's going to do is drop it off.
little constant.
If you're over too far, it's going to be 2 points.
Valentine in the North Carolina bench.
Claude gets it back up top. It's going to be, who was this, Valen? Murphy on the court. Kelly walks.
Shuffled his feet, and he did.
And it is called.
He got away with it for just a second. It'll be a turnover for the Yellow Jackets.
36-27 is the score. 4 minutes and 19 seconds now.
And it's for the
Carolina needs to get a score right here. Kudo gets it back to Carmack Ryan. Carmack Ryan fits the front of the rim. Claw with the rebound. Gets it out to George for the Yellow Jackets. He stays on the left side of the court.
George on the post.
Offensive foul not called. May not have been an offensive foul.
Better shot by Nate George.
George had to pull up on that one. I think Mondo finally covered that pick and roll. Kudo is going to be ripped. Referee's not calling the bumps tonight. Kelly for three. You can't let him hit it. Let's go, Carolina. Can't put your head down when things don't go right. You gotta get back. 32-36. The Ramblin' Wreck not going anywhere. They get it down to Armando. Armando. Withers. Back out. Armando. Hang on to that, big man. Kelly brings it down. Doesn't want to give it up. He's being guarded by Wojcik. I guarantee you he don't want to pass it with Wojcik on him. But a foul's going to be called. You're going to have to knock him down today to get those fouls called.
I'll tell you, Nate George has a chance to be a special player in the ACC. He can do it off a pick and roll. And this is great defense by Cadeau, but got away with a little bit of a push-off.
Yeah, it was a little bit.
If the ref doesn't call it, it's not a foul. And then in transition, if you're not guarding Kelly, we have
told you Carolina needs to score 2 times down. Twice, 2 times ago. And came out with an empty possession.
It's easy to get lost in investment research.
And when we do that, any team's going to be able to keep up with us. All right, 36-32 is the score.
Work with advisors who create.
It's always different when you haven't played a team.
Let's take a look at your new
And definitely teams with guys that are out of the city, out of the state. So, the only thing you have to watch or to understand what kind of player they are is by film. Unlike some of the guys that play in our state, the guys that are at Carolina, at North Carolina State, at Duke, at Wake Forest. All right, these players all know each other. They play with each other. But Georgia Tech, you may just look at their record and say, hey, we should beat these guys with no problem. But when you're actually playing them, that's a different group. This is a nice put together team. Who is playing well. All right. Thank you guys for hitting that like button. We've got 6 likes. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. In this timeout, we've got. Appreciate everybody who has stopped by and put a comment in the comment section. Again, thank you everyone for whoever stopped by and the 6 people who have decided to hit that like button. And we're going to be here till the duration, or for the duration. 3 minutes and 7 seconds left in this first half. Carolina leading by 4. We can now break this down to the leading scorers for both teams. For Carolina, it's R.J. Davis with 11. He's been there for a little bit. But for Georgia Tech and leading all scorers, it's going to be Miles Kelly with 15. He also has 3 rebounds. And he only has 1 foul. Duwanu for Georgia Tech has 3 fouls, so he is in foul trouble, out of the game right now, one of the starters.
The game before the game, on the road, how hard is it to be locked in and be in this moment when you know Saturday you got Duke at home and basically...
Hey, I hate to say it, I do not want Carolina to lose this game, and I'm pretty sure they'll be able to get up for the next game Saturday at Duke. But sometimes to make yourself more hungry, you know, sometimes losing the game is the only thing that can do it for you. But this is not the game we want to lose because, like I said earlier, and I'm sure most of you agree, this is a game Carolina should win.
To me, RD, you tell me if I'm wrong. It seems that this is...
Yeah, I mean, if you just look at the record, it's a game that Carolina should win. Carolina with a little pressure. Murphy, they leave Murphy open for 3. He misses. Rebound, Armando Baycock.
He's actually doing his first year of his Air Force Academy commitment as a student here at Georgia Tech. Had an increased role recently, but I think
R.J. Davis wants to stay in this corner down here. Finally gets to the elbow. The floater is short.
Baycott has played all of these games.
And it's going to be Claude with the rebound.
Maturity is...
They get it to Miles. He finds Claude. The jumper is no good. But Georgia Tech still gets the rebound. They kick it back out. Murphy to George. And
Miles
Kelly.
Met with way more physicality. He just has room to go whichever direction he wants.
Got 15 here.
George with the turnaround jumper.
Rocking chair.
Armando's able to squeeze this rebound. He's been doing a little bit better rebounding this game compared to what he did the last game. Not a bad pass right there, but R.J. Davis couldn't handle it. But then Georgia Tech comes back and turns it over themselves.
All of those stats is able to play later, and a giveaway on that end, and Carolina will have it back.
Score remains 36-32, and Carolina has gone on a little bit of drought.
All tournament.
Let Wojcik.
Classic.
Let's go, Wojcik.
So the numbers
One-on-one series, then pull him.
Play. The guy's averaging around, 14.5 points per game. Rebounding the ball.
Let Wojcik get one-on-one, yeah. One-on-one series.
Shooting 61% from the floor against ACC opponents, too. Foul. It's all the time. I believe it's going to get Kelly.
Let Wojcik get one-on-one series. One series and then pull him.
I know all games are hard.
Yeah, just to give somebody a little bit of break. Give them a little break.
I've said this in studio. There are sometimes when you watch.
Hey, coach is definitely settling in on the guys he likes because we hadn't, I thought High might start getting a little bit more playing time, and sometimes you don't see him out there. Oh, come on, baby. Carolina misses a free throw. It's going to be R.J. Davis. Trimble goes to the basket. He is fouled.
I would say that
it just looks like Trimble is, I don't know. He just don't look like he's going as hard as he can go when he attacks the basket.
Yes, it is. That's my everyday life.
I mean, we've seen this guy at the beginning of the season attack baskets like, I'm going to the basket and throw that thing down, man. Like, go strong, baby. And Carolina is up to their old tricks, missing these free throws when you need them.
Coming up next, our Super Tuesday triple header rolls on.
It may not bite us tonight, but eventually it is going to bite us. We do not start working on these free throws. 2 missed free throws, but we get another rebound. Skip pass over to RJ. Thank goodness for the rebound. RJ Davis is bumped. Like I told you, you're going to have to knock him down. Elbow shot. Murphy gets on the floor for Georgia Tech. Gets it out to George. Alley-oop. And Trimble says, no way. R.J. Davis still handling the ball all the way to the basket, off the glass, and it is no good. I told you, ref's not calling a lot of struggling. Miles comes across. He doesn't want to give it up. Doesn't want to give it up, but he does. Give it to George. Don't let him get it back, R.J.
Inside a minute to play.
George
working
trying to work on Carmack. Kicks it. Wide open 3. It's good. That's Sacco for 3. It is a 1-point game, ladies and gentlemen, with 42 seconds on the clock. Carolina has gone through a tremendous drought here. R.J. Davis finds Ingram. They get it down to Washington. Washington picks up the foul. And probably the only reason why that is called is because Washington, when he dribbled that ball, lost it and didn't completely fall back.
He gets into the gap, recognizes he's there, and gives a kick out for a knockdown 3. If you're going to be in that corner, you got to hedge and get back.
Hey, Georgia Tech is doing what I hope they wouldn't do, and that is be able to fill their baskets at home. But like I said, it is a home game.
Much bigger post man.
Carolina finally hits a free throw and scores a point.
You take away that seat and let him bump into you once, and then when he tries again, you move away, hoping he falls down and turns it over.
Yep, pull the seat. Pull the chair. And another miss by the Carolina Tar Heels, but this one goes out of bounds on off of Georgia Tech. So Carolina gets another chance.
And Kyle Sturdivant comes in
with 30.3 seconds.
Prevent a potential disaster of a 4th foul in the last half minute of the first half. Also getting Nate George out.
Carmack Ryan to trigger the inbounds play.
Up his 3rd foul.
And High comes into the game.
From North Carolina. Freshman from San Antonio.
Maybe. High does come into the game. Trimble comes out, so Carolina essentially, if you want to call them, our version of the Twin Towers with High and Baycott in there.
Tar Heels a couple times have threatened to
they get it to R.J. Davis in the corner. He brings it back out to Ingram. Ingram finds Carmack Ryan.
I think they're gonna bail him out with a bird and whistle.
Yeah, it just should be Georgia Tech ball.
Yeah.
And Carmack Ryan
left his feet, which he threw it down.
Left his feet, thinking about that shot coming off the screen.
Again, another turnover for North Carolina. A careless.
I don't even know if he.
But you know what?
I think if he had played it, I think they had played it through.
But they grabbed the ball, but there was a whistle. That's why
he might have been okay.
Valentine immediately pointed to himself. No harm,
Trimble back out there guarding George with 15 seconds on the clock. George behind the back dribbling. No 5-second call, I guess, in college.
Trimble is a great on-ball defender.
And finally, Trimble is called. I've seen more contact than that in a bunch of different plays. But it's called. 7.2 seconds on the clock.
Great pressure by Trimble, though. That's what you want.
If Carolina can win tonight and Saturday, it's going to be hard for other teams to win the regular season.
But if they foul here now,
got to get through this one though.
Would send Georgia Tech to the line.
I think we'll be up to play the next game, and we did. I mean, we're not playing bad here tonight. You know what I'm saying? It's just.
He reads him out right in front of us, and Trimble almost takes it away from.
4 seconds to shoot. Oh, come on, baby. That's come on, High. He wasn't gonna hit that, baby. He was not gonna hit that shot.
There are a lot of Carolina fans here, so listen to this wide-out crowd show their appreciation for a Georgia Tech team, which is
that was probably gonna roll off the side right here.
Second away from going to.
It may have gone in, but.
Team in the country.
All right, 1 second on the clock. Just make sure you get it down the other side of the court and don't give them a chance. Good if it goes. R.J. Davis put it on the backboard where you want it. It just could not go. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, we are basically at 0-0, 37-37. Georgia Tech shooting a heck of a ball at home. Carolina not helping themselves with a bunch of turnovers and missing free throws. But that is how the story goes when you do that. So real quick, before I go over to the stats and then we take a little break, you know, this is one of these games. Like I said, you look at matchup predictor only giving Georgia Tech 11% chance to win the game. Never works out that way. Too big of a disparity or a separation, and these small teams, not these small teams, but these teams, they just like I'm sorry, they have a chip on their shoulder, all right. And Carolina's gonna get every single thing out of everybody. We've said that before. We already know. Next thing, and we'll see it in the stats. If you don't hit your free throws, you know what I'm saying? If you turn the ball over in this ACC regular season, in ACC period, you're not going to win. You're not going to win, especially if you go long phases in the game and not score. So without the rest of this talking going on, Coach, let's take a look before we look at everybody's comments and just see. First of all, let's go back. Let's look at the play-by-play here and see if we can find out how long it took Carolina, how long Carolina went without scoring there. I think we were stuck on 30, was it 35? No, 36, 37, 36. All right, 36. We scored 36. Carolina scored 36 with 5 minutes and 36 seconds on the clock. And before that, we had a 30. We had 30. Carolina had 30 at 7 minutes and 22 seconds on the clock. All right, 33 points at 7 minutes and 21 seconds on the clock. The next score came at 5 minutes and 36 seconds, so almost a 2-minute drought right there. And from 5:36 to 31 seconds. That's when Jalen Washington went to the line and hit one free throw. Right? So about basically 5 whole minutes, Carolina went without scoring. And it's now a tied game. It's going to be kind of hard to win if we keep that up. Hopefully we'll come out and do a little bit better offensively or with these ending these scoring droughts. All right. Box scores. We'll look at everybody. We'll look at the top 3 scores for both teams. For North Carolina, it's going to be R.J. Davis with 11, Armando Bacot with 8, and Carmack Ryan with 6. Leading rebounder for North Carolina, Armando Bacot. That's how it all should always be. For Georgia Tech, leading scorers, Miles Kelly with 15. Wow, Miles Kelly with 15. Sturdivant with 5. Then you have Japare and George. Kapare and George both with 4. All right, here's your team stats. Set it up so you guys can actually see it. All right, Carolina now shooting 40% from the field. Georgia Tech shooting 42%. 3-point shooting, Carolina's dropped down to 42.9. They're 6-14. Georgia Tech's 38% from behind the arc. Free throw shooting, Carolina shooting an abysmal 33.3%. They are 3 of 9. Georgia Tech still solid at 100%, 4-4 from the charity stripe. Rebounding. Carolina out rebounding Georgia Tech by 4, and that right there has kept Carolina in the lead and tied. Especially that time they got a bunch of rebounds down under their own basket there, but could not. I think we came out with only 1 point. Assists, Carolina has 10. The last time we looked at it, which was about 5 minutes ago, Carolina had 9. Steals, there's your steals, 5 for Carolina. Blocks, none. Georgia Tech has 4 turnovers. Both teams with 10 turnovers. There's your points. Fast break points, none for either team. Points in the paint have now switched over to Georgia Tech. It's 12-10. Largest lead by the Tar Heels has been 11. Georgia Tech at the beginning of the game had a 4-point lead. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how it goes so far. So we're going to come back here in less than 5 minutes and see if the Carolina Tar Heels can do exactly what I said from the beginning. Hang on. We got a Georgia Tech team that's feeling themselves at home. They are unfazed at whatever the Tar Heels are doing. The Tar Heels are not helping themselves by turning the ball over so much and not hitting our free throws. But one good thing is you got to play the whole game. All right, so we'll see what we'll see what ends up happening by the end of the game. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting ready to take a break after I read these comments in the comment section. All right, Michael Smitty. Well, y'all have been here before all season so far. Let's do what we do. Michael Smitty, 37-37 half. Yep, might as well be 0-0. Sean Crawley, that was an awful last 5 minutes of half. Inexcusable, missed free throws, out hustled, out fought. Better fix it, and come out of the locker room with something. Michael Smitty, it's okay. We got to come out and fight for it. Period. Sean Crawley, up 11, never extended. They are setting themselves up for failure. Let's regroup. Big 20 minutes left. Earl Lyles in the house. What's going on, Earl Lyles? Well, you gotta like that. They made changes at half. Well, you got to like that. They make changes at half. Okay, I got you, Earl. Michael Smitty, 20-minute fight. The last part of that half, we made some mistakes, turnovers, just need to relax. I know Coach Davis will set up this second half for him. Let's go, Sean Crawley. Yes, Smitty. Let's go, guys. All right, let's go. All we can do is talk, tell them what we need. They need to do here at home. They can't hear us. Sometimes I wish they could, but yeah, I'm pretty sure they're saying some of the same things you guys are saying in that locker room. So before we get ready to take a little break, guys, thank you for hanging out. Thank you guys for stopping by, filling up that comment section, hitting that like button. Last time I checked, we had 6 likes, and we still have 6 likes. So I appreciate the guys who have stopped by. And if you don't mind, do me a favor, share me out, share out the stream. Let's get some more people in here. Let's end up with over 10 likes tonight. All right, guys. All right, I'll be right back. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Where's my thunder? I'm missing my thunder. Missing everything. What's going on here? Maybe I'm gonna have to reset right here. Let me turn this off. Alright, what's going on, everybody? It's Coach Gary. It is halftime at North Carolina. North Carolina and Georgia Tech game. We're gonna have to.
Jay, well, they've allowed more offensive rebounds in the first 3.5 minutes of the second half than they did the entire first half. one of the reasons for the frustration we're seeing from Hubert Davis here is late George.
George misses his free throw.
Freshman misses the free throw. Not a great free throw shooter mid-season.
So here's what I would like
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. All right, still got a bunch of echo.
for a pretty extensive time. Most even-killed individuals.
What is going on with my system here?
His sense of urgency, his tenacity on the sideline. I don't know who is representing that on the court right now.
All right, we're going to start it. We're going to reset over here again.
Who is coming out and setting the tone for North Carolina on the floor?
All right, Carolina struggling a bit here. Kudos to the basket, misses it. Washington with the rebound, and he hits it. Carolina goes up by 1. It's 40-41 right now.
Position.
All right, and we got the volume back up, the audio back up.
Evaluate this tape, hopefully an ISO tape on Hubert, and I think we can get an entire 20-minute high-intensity interval training workout out of it.
It's like a high-intense Zumba class.
MMA.
All right, the ref's going to pull a middle school move on George and make him put his shirt in.
George has 8 points tonight.
All right, George hits 1 of 2. It is a 1-point game. Carolina with a lead, but barely.
Scholarship came available late, wound up at Tech just before classes started, didn't play the first 3 games, and now he's turned into one of the better young
R.J.
stars in
Davis
the ACC.
for 3 is good. All right, it's going to be Sturdivant brings it down. Sturdivant
Now up to 15.
all the way down deep to the box there. Gets it back out to Miles Kelly. Actually, is that Miles? That is Miles. Tried to shoot that. It's blocked. 12 seconds to shoot. Sturdivant to the basket. Throws it up. And the ref is going to call a very late foul. That's going to be on... is that going to be on Kudo?
Kudo, the youngster, is run into some foul trouble.
Kudo has at least 3 fouls.
Lead for number 3, but they're in a fight in Atlanta.
All right, we got a timeout on the court. It's going to be Carolina hanging on to a very, very slight lead over Georgia Tech. Now, like I said at the beginning of the game, Georgia Tech, I did not expect this. Did not expect this to be a one of those games that, you know, as a first place team in the conference, you would come out and lose. So I didn't want to. I went as close as I could without calling this a trap game, because I was like, no, Carolina wouldn't come out, you know, not ready to play this game. But it just, you know what I'm saying? But I think they're playing good. They're playing good, but like I said, they're doing some things that you can't do, and all of them aren't uncharacteristic. For example, like what I'm about to put on the screen here, and the first thing I'm going to say is let's go down to free throws. Carolina, 3 of 9. 33.3%. No college team and professional team should ever be 33.3% from behind the arc. I mean, from behind the charity stripe. I'm sorry. All right. But that right there is hurting Carolina. That's definitely hurting the Tar Heels. Especially seeing that Georgia Tech is 87.5%. They've only missed one. They're 7 of 8. Rebounding. That is one of the things, if not the only thing, that is keeping Carolina in the game. They're getting some rebounds and not allowing Georgia Tech to get offensive rebounds. They did one time there. It was in a sequence, but they missed them. So that right there is saving Carolina because they weren't getting the rebounds. Georgia Tech would have at least 4 to 6 more points. Assist. Carolina with probably 5 minutes, a little more than 5 minutes on the clock. We checked, and Carolina had 9 assists. Since then, they have amassed 2 more, so they only have the 11 assists to Georgia Tech's 5, because Georgia Tech's run a lot of that ISO. Teams that move the ball around, for me, I think they score easier. So Carolina's gonna have to pick that up. There's your steals, your blocks, your turnovers. Both teams have 10. Carolina, they've been turning the ball over. I don't know what it is the last couple of games there. 10 turnovers, but that's how it was at the half. All right, that's how it was at the half. So both teams right now with 15:58 on the clock doing good in that part right there. Carolina now has 2 fast break baskets, and points in the paint still go to Georgia Tech 10-9.
To switch, you see a flare screen by Washington for RJ. He comes over the top. Big doesn't get out there. What great action by North Carolina and execution of the play. And if you're Georgia Tech, if you're going to switch, switch. If you're going to stay at home, you got to be up on it and chase RJ, force him into the threes to be a 2-point score.
Tar Heel K in the chat.
Davis with 15 tonight. Hit 3 of his 6 triples.
Oh, Sean Crowley. It's totally trap game regardless. Get our stuff together. Right. Tar Heel K, that George kid for Georgia Tech is pushing off. Yeah, on the drive. He really is. He really is. But all right, here we go. It's going to be Sturtevant on the line.
Kyle makes them both 1-point game.
1-point game. Georgia Tech picks up man-to-man.
For the Tar Heels.
15:52. 15:52.
Davis turns it
Davis
all the way inside. And there's the whistle.
goes to the basket, draws a foul.
Call the foul.
And that's just where Nate George, being a younger player, you don't need to swipe down at the ball. Make RJ Davis finish over the trees. Like, that is a win.
I got a live going over here on my phone.
RJ Davis is really
and
game of basketball at finding creative ways to get to
live. Maybe it's connected. Maybe it's connected. Because whatever viewers I have here on the live, I have the same on my phone. So maybe I need to switch. Maybe I need to switch to Instagram.
RJ with the highest.
By RJ Davis on the line.
History on pace.
It's both.
Third highest in the season.
Carolina's gonna need them all. Hey, maybe we can get RJ Davis to be the only one to draw fouls.
At 04, 05.
Even though he's missed one today.
Kelly's going to take a break. They do leave George out there to run the show. Playing with those 3 fouls, but I mean, you've lost 8 out of 9.
All right, Carolina, full court man-to-man press.
Out there and try to get this thing turned around. They had won 2 games against ranked opponents this year, beating Duke.
Yeah, I'm telling you, these guys their record may not show it, but they are good. They are a good-looking team, man.
Spectacular.
Size anyway.
Congo, as we mentioned earlier, the head injury earlier.
George still dribbling the ball, gets that to Sturtevant. Sturtevant fakes the 3, step back elbow shot. It's off the mark. Rebound, R.J. Davis. R.J. Davis walks it up the timeline. Carolina with a 3-point lead. Need to get on the scoring drive here. R.J. almost left his feet too early. They get it into Washington. Washington, strong move. It's going to be fouled on the floor. Molly Nicole.
The foul on Dewana, and that's his fourth.
I'm the only person. Can you please say my name on this? It would make me so happy.
Stoudemire, some good minutes, toughness inside.
Is that Molly Nickel? Molly Nickel or Molly Nicole? Only one in the chat on the live stream. And Molly, you are definitely welcome to come in on the YouTube channel
Has 8 points now.
and put a comment in the chat. Peter McKenzie.
Where Georgia Tech gets points from right now?
Peter McKenzie saying he loves you, Molly.
Playmaker on the floor.
All right, here we go. Nice give and go. Carolina nearly stopped at that time, but that is all Georgia Tech needs to do right there is give and go. Screen and roll. I meant screen and roll because Carolina is not able to stop it. R.J. Davis kicks it over to finally gets it to Ingram. Ingram can't hit the three. Sturtevant.
A little bit to shoot the ball tonight.
See?
That was 2 of 9.
Carolina can't stop that. And they're not playing defense right. For something. One guy goes by and you're going to have to... The big man's going to have to stay on his man. R.J. Davis gets it to Carmack Ryan. He scraped the clouds with that three-point shot.
That's his third tonight.
What's up, Pete? Yep, having a great day. It'd be even better if the Carolina Tar Heels can hang on here.
Ball turns the corner.
Wow. That's going to be Claude. Gets to the basket, and a foul is going to be called.
Washington.
You're going to see RJ gets into the gap. The defense collapses. They just lose where Carmack Ryan is on the floor.
2 people in the chat. 2 people still hanging out with us.
Over the long length of Perry.
4 people on the live.
Shot by Ryan.
See now, it's got to be connected somehow.
After that Ryan three, he's 3 of 7 from behind the arc. That's accounted for all 9 of his points.
It's going to be Georgia Tech's ball. They throw it into the backcourt. R.J. Davis almost takes it. 3-point shot by Sturtevant is good. And Georgia Tech pulls back into within one. That is definitely a play when Carolina does that roll off right there.
And a whistle inside.
And so it was a 50-50 ball right here, and Perry just being taller, and he's able to get it.
That is definitely a specific call when Carolina does that 360 turn, the guard handling the ball.
After the shot going up, well, what a big-time play. Those are the types of plays, momentum-wise, allows Georgia Tech to stay in the game.
0 people in the chat now.
Tyjon Claude.
All right, R.J. Davis gets it back up top to Trimble. Carmack Ryan comes off the screen. Can't hit it this time. Carolina can't get the rebound. Georgia Tech is getting missed shots. They're getting the rebound. Sturtevant to the basket. Floater is no good, but he picks up the foul.
Foul as Sturtevant is on his way to the basket.
I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. This is just the feeling that is just not good right here for the Tar Heel family.
Rolls on.
Still got plenty of time, though.
Almost 8, 9 o'clock Eastern time.
Still got plenty of time. Carolina's still hanging on to a 1-point lead. There it is right there. There it is right there. All right, so I got one person in the live right here, so this should change here on the YouTube screen.
23 games.
Finished third that
Nope, dropped to 0.
Yeah.
52-51, 12 minutes and 42 seconds on the clock. That's going to be too easy. Kelly misses it, gets his own rebound. It's going to go out of bounds to Georgia Tech. Now Carolina can't squeeze these rebounds. Coach Stoudemire's he's a little bit incredulous.
Top 10 teams 24 to 27.
Long shot. It's a good one.
And running it flies Debo Coleman.
Holman for three. Everybody getting into the scoring column for Georgia Tech. Carolina gets the ball top to Carmack Ryan. Hands off to Carmack Ryan. He hesitates. Shoots up a wedgie.
North
Carolina sort of getting tight right here. Georgia
Tech, a lot of credit defensively. Carmack Ryan, they're forcing
We'll see if we can be the resilient team we've been all year.
For himself. It's not ultimately his strength. He can do that, but that's not getting the best shot for North Carolina on that possession.
All right, Kelly walks it up.
Ryan not
Gets at the
Gapare.
Gapare.
And Gapare lost it on
That ball's going to be stripped, but it goes out of bounds to Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech has taken a 2-point lead in this game, ladies and gentlemen. 2-point game. 2-point lead in this game.
People say it's the game before the game. No. It's about North Carolina versus Georgia Tech right now.
Woo! Who will win this one? Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know. It's coming down to the wire. It's going to go down to the wire. All right? Carolina not scoring the ball prolifically as they do sometimes. So what are we gonna be able to do? Georgia Tech, if I was them, I'd keep running that give and go every single time. Whoever hit that like button for 7 like, thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. All right, we're gonna go off of live right here.
So much safer driving in the evening.
We knew, well, we didn't know, but we know it's hard for any team to go undefeated. You know that, all right. But if we don't go undefeated, and it's highly likely that Carolina will not, you definitely don't want to go. You definitely don't want to get defeated by a team that's at the bottom of the rankings in the ACC. But that's usually how it happens. This team is beating the top teams. All right, I don't know. It seems like they don't play up to their ability. But when it's a real challenge, that's when Georgia Tech shows up. And they say it is the season of the upsets.
Of any team in the power conferences, Georgia Tech hasn't beaten a top 3 team in quite a while. Did beat Duke here earlier this season. Blue Devils are not ranked that highly, and Ingram pulls it out of there as Harrison rebounded the ball well. It's 9 tonight. R.J. Davis.
So difficult to guard off the ball. If you're not staying on top of him within pick and roll, he can get into those gaps. You know, a lot of people text me say, well, it's the game before the game and they look distracted. No, that's an excuse. That's an excuse. This is a veteran team that understands every game matters.
Ty Claude scored over Armando Bacot, who's returned after spending about 5 minutes on the bench, largely the product of Georgia Tech wreaking havoc on the offensive glass in the first 3 minutes of the second half. What kind of finish Bacot has. Ryan for three. Bakari's been really tough inside.
Box out, get rebounds.
Really felt like Harrison Ingram had a chance. He lifted the defensive player up, should have cracked into him. Went to the free throw line. Got three free throws.
Back with a 2-point lead in the ball, nearing the halfway point of the second half. Bacot able to keep Claude from taking it away. Here comes Davis.
Goodness.
Oh, R.J. Davis will go. Bacot tries to take the ball away after Coleman had gotten it first. And there's going to be a foul called on Armando Bacot. That's his second. Devo Coleman goes to the bench. He gave them some good minutes. Hit a big shot a few minutes ago.
Ryan Kennedy, what's going on?
Been controlled largely in the second half. Jalen Withers, number 24, is returned from North Carolina. Sturdivant lines one up.
Uh-oh.
Rebound for Kyle Sturdivant.
Uh-oh, they are feeling it
Lead for the Rack.
at home. I was afraid that could happen.
And Preble tries to answer, and Sturdivant has it. Tech on the run. Uncle Lacey Reeves thought about it, and he backed it out.
And they're playing so poised.
Sturdivant to Kelly. Trimble out checking him. Kelly, tough shot over Trimble, and Seth has the rebound.
Trimble, pass the ball, brother.
Trimble all the way to the basket, and it just won't go down, but he'll go to the free throw
Will not
line.
go down for Trimble. Like Trimble, attack, baby.
Go under these balls.
Attack.
Instead of a 35% three-point shooter, you're going to go under. That's what they're going to live with, and he's been knocking them down today.
As Trimble steps to the free throw line, he's missed both of his attempts, and it's been a problem spot for the Tar Heels in this game. They're just 5 of 11. Right into the student section, Seth makes the first one. Every Thursday, a women's basketball doubleheader on the ACC Network and ESPN app. Number 17, Virginia Tech hosts Virginia, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Now
Makes that Trimble hits his first. Misses another rebound, North Carolina.
Give the Heels a second chance on this possession.
Georgia Tech in the zone. Great time to call the zone, coach. 6 seconds on the clock. Ingram, all the way. Terrible
Tough
shot.
It's an air ball. And Ricard has
Tough
another
shot.
rebound from Georgia Tech. That's now a half dozen. Kelly trying to find a man.
Give it up. Give it up. Somebody, give it up.
Tech gets back on defense. Great world step by
Nice
Tech.
move.
Silky.
Finally scores.
Silky Seth.
And he lets out a roar because he knew he's had a couple the last couple of games. He should have scored.
Seth might have used
Seth
some salty
Seth
language,
Trimble.
but that was a sweet move.
Well, one in Miles Kelly takes a bad shot. How about
Heck, Seth Trimble has enough talent to like flush half of those that he's just laying up. All right, let's make sure we get this score right. 54. Nope, it's 59-57. That's right. We're gonna lose tonight, though.
A 2-point lead on number 3. Yellow Jackets no strangers, they will. The close game. 14 games decided by single digits, third most in the nation. They're 7-7 in those games. One of the things Jamie Stoudemire talked to us about today, sustaining in these moments. Huge Saturday against Virginia Tech, for example. They whittled into a huge lead, got it down to 7 points, and then couldn't finish, couldn't sustain.
Yeah, then Virginia Tech went on a big-time run to blow it open. You know, the one thing he said they needed, RD, was a leader on the floor, somebody that can calm everybody down, tell them, you know, what time and possession is and get them in the right sets. I think Nate George can be that. Miles Kelly, even though their best offensive player, needs to be that as well.
I would say the veteran Kyle Sturdivant has been that tonight as he scores again. He's got 15.
Carolina having a little trouble with this zone.
For other people.
You gotta get it out, baby.
Back sitting that zone, North Carolina is just 1 of 8 in three-point land in the second half. All knocked out of
Georgia
bounds.
Tech wouldn't grab that. I don't know why Georgia Tech wouldn't grab that. I'm going to tell you what, we talk about Miles Kelly, we talk about Nate George, but we have to talk about Sturdivant more and more and more. You talk about putting somebody in a spin cycle, RD. When you're feeling it, you're feeling it. You go one way, I'll go the other. That's a butt.
Whew.
This one stole my autographed basketball, signed by the 1948 All-Star team. So I've called in a specialist, an ease specialist.
Okay, let's start with what we do know. Geico makes it easy to bundle coverage for your car and home. Yeah, even precious sports memorabilia.
What a relief. Let's get back to charades.
But I was also going to crack the case.
Well,
I'm pretty sure it's true. Me?
It's easy to bundle your
If Carolina is going to win this game, they are going to have to start making some moves. I mean, making some moves now. There's 7 minutes and 58 seconds left on this clock. Georgia Tech playing with their hair on fire.
the future. Sometimes it's a work in progress. Other times
At home.
thought out. The Tech Forward and Tech Ready Lexus NX.
Carolina not able to score as easily as they've been scoring. And even though they've got guys who can put the ball in the basket, at this point right now, they are not able. They don't have anybody that's really scoring. All right, and to make matters worse, to not be shooting free throws really well, and here in the last minutes, not able to snatch and hang on to rebounds. Doesn't forward very well for the Tar Heels.
Greatness is what we do. The ACC accomplished greatness.
The future. The way you see it is said to depend on the
But
NX
we cannot give up.
It's down to how
You gotta keep playing,
technology,
and you gotta keep playing hard.
groundbreaking LMX technology, bringing hot, cold, and touch into one extraordinary seating experience. At X-Chair, we've got our eye on the future for you, so you can focus.
Plenty of time, but can somebody get warmed up?
Premium comfort upgrades, including free LMX now through January 31st.
90% of today's customers report having better sex. Through HIMS.com, you'll get connected to licensed medical providers who can personalize treatment from a range of options.
And not just warmed up,
Get started today at hims.com.
What is circle?
but from the inside, from the outside, because Georgia Tech
Circle is the energy that gives.
is going to stay in this zone.
Circle is what you
I mean, I would.
Mike tosses lemons your way. Circle, available at Walmart and drinkcircle.com.
Right now, the Tar Heels have shown that they're not able to hit these shots from the outside. So, if I were Georgia Tech, I'd be running a heavy dose, continue running a heavy dose of zone and that give and go. That pick and roll, because Carolina has not been able to stop it.
Set to join us live, but you see what we have in store on Saturday. The Heels have their hands full for the last 7:55 here.
Man, we need to win this game because listen. I ain't worried about the unbeaten streak or whatever, but this could be one of those, like we don't want to do like we've done in football season. You know what I'm saying? Have a good nice stretch and then lose one, and then that's where our demise begins.
All of them have come here in the second half. Well, you ask how is it?
And another thing that has changed the outlook on this game too is Kudo in foul trouble.
The Tech team that has given up 90 plus in 3 ACC games and played really good defense against Hubert Davis's team.
One of the big things to look up, you're seeing Elite Cadeau right there, number 2. Body language is so critical, and a lot of times young players, you want to see him do that, right? Obviously, the game is not going in his favor. He's been targeted defensively multiple times. But the only way to get yourself out of that funk is
Georgia
to
Tech, this is
yourself
George.
what the team is doing. It's apparent he's
It's a free
frustrated.
throw.
Learning how to play through these moments as a young player is critical for the overall maturity of the
We can't get stops, just not playing well. I was afraid that this game would catch up with them, yeah. Looking ahead to the Duke game, yeah.
George puts down the free throws, and the Yellow Jacket lead is 4.
All right, still got time, but can we figure something out?
Make a play.
He's shown it a few times, and Cadeau has it wiped out of there, and the ball is saved, and just some tough luck as
Yeah, we're almost in that mode now where we're doing one thing and then not continuing to play. Like, okay, right there,
The first time, and then the blocking.
and nobody else goes like toward the ball. Ingram
Georgia Tech is just tremendous.
sort of goes.
Boy, Reeves.
Carolina going to keep this ball.
He's had a tough night. He's 1 of 5 from the floor, but very capable.
Harrison Ingram has to pass or screen the top of that zone.
Give it to him. Let's go. We got to move the ball.
Clock at 7.
Oh, come on, baby.
Turnover for the
Let's
Heels.
go.
Ingram was
We are out of sorts, and that type of turnover is just. Let's go.
He tried to get into Davis.
Keep going, Ingram.
On the run. He leaves it with Ryan.
Ah, Cormac Ryan can't finish it. Dang it.
And here come the Jackets and Sturdivant. They're going to take things easy
Good job,
here.
Coach Sturdivant. Slow him down.
Stoudemire tells his godson,
I meant Stoudemire.
let's have a good possession.
All right, George hands it back to Sturdivant. Sturdivant gets deep into the paint.
Sturdivant.
Jumper is no good. Carolina
Get that one to go.
gets the rebound. Gotta have some kind of points right here, baby. Gotta have some points right here. Foul or whatever. R.J. Davis, you got this. Yeah, shoot it, hit it.
Armando Bacon had his man pinned down. Carolina just falling in love with outside shots. Let the big man eat a little bit.
Yeah, maybe. If they can get it inside that zone, but dang, still, when the ball goes up, fight and get your position, get some rebounds, get some garbage shots there, Armando.
Job to recognize that.
George, left side. Dang, man. To begin with, they were letting everything go. Now,
Foul is going to be called on Cadeau, and that's going to be it.
Cadeau, it fouls out with 5 minutes and 49 seconds on the clock.
Elliot Cadeau defensively Really putting him in the bind.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
Okay,
it is what it is.
player.
I want to say the ref didn't help him out, but I don't know.
All 5 fouls coming in the second half. We're not yet at the 5-minute mark. He was coming off just an outstanding.
59-63 is the score. Carolina, a lot of empty trips.
Yeah, but you know what, RD, in that, you know, when they had 12 turnovers in the first half, when he got in foul trouble, that 6-minute span, they had 5 turnovers. You know, his presence on the court is critical because
it is critical.
Down the stretch hasn't been his game.
George
today,
hits his free throw.
His ability to make plays is additive to a guy like R.J. Davis.
5 Tar Heels in the chat. 5 Tar Heels in the chat. Still hanging on.
Nate George, 7 of 8 from the free throw line. He's got 13 points.
They said Georgia Tech has been in tough games. They just haven't been able to finish.
Going back into their 2-3.
I'd stay in that 2-3.
Gotta hit Ingram in the
Got to. Give it to him. Armando Baycott.
Good pass.
Baycott down.
Baycott. Ooh.
Can't get it to go in. It'll go to
Can't finish it. Now we got to hope. Cross fingers and hope that we can hit the free throw.
This is how you beat the zone. You hit the short corner. They trap. Turn face, you drive, you hit that gap, you hit him again. Those are and-one opportunities, but that's how you beat the zone. You can't just pass the ball around the perimeter and settle for a long contested shot. You got to hit the short corner, you got to drive, you got to hit the middle of the defense, force it to collapse.
Baycott a much improved.
Baycott with the free throw.
This year, just a tick under 80%. He's got 9 points. That was his first free throw of the evening. The difference in the game right now is at the free throw line. Tech's made theirs. North Carolina
has not made theirs.
Made theirs. 1 of 2 for Baycott.
George gets an elbow. Look, man, give and go. And 1. All right, does Carolina fold? Do they fold and give up, or do we just keep working like that right there, bro? Let's go. We got the guards got to play. I got to watch this play again, but the guards got to play tougher. Georgia Tech is running the play and hitting their free throws. It is an 8-point lead, ladies and gentlemen.
5 minutes to play.
And Georgia Tech staying in that zone. Carmack Ryan, Carolina is go up. Oh my gosh, bro. Carolina settling for threes, not hitting the threes, and at this point, not even coming close.
Georgia Tech has had their huddle. Everybody from North Carolina looks a little bit spaced.
Yeah, they're not, like I said, are they going to fold? Come on, you got 5 minutes left in this game.
With 20 on the shot clock.
Carolina gets it in.
Davis trying to shake the freshman George.
Carmack Ryan.
That goes back to the miscommunication right there. North Carolina not in the right set. RD, I can't tell you enough. When you're on the road, you have to come towards huddle so you can communicate what you're going to do each and every possession. They didn't do that the last possession where Georgia Tech did. Just seems like
come on, Carolina. Don't give up, bro.
Whereas Carolina looks a little bit frazzled right now.
You know Carolina is having a bad night when they only score 59 points. Yeah. And not get in the huddle.
Had a hand on virtually every loose.
Let's go, guys.
Active on the boards. He's been physical on defense.
R.J. Davis for 3.
There's Reeves.
Georgia Tech out of bounds. Dang, coach, at this point, if he had some talent on the bench too, he'd put those guys out there because they look like they're ready to play. The guys on the floor look like we've almost like we're. I don't want to say giving up, but it just looks like it. Let's go, move. We should have got that to Mondo. Davis. right, look, and look, whatever it takes to get these guys back pumped up, we got to do it. I didn't want us to go back to like we did last year. Last year, we would only be pumped up to play.
He keeps him on his back.
We'd only be pumped up to play when we were scoring. We were having great offensive games.
Going against a younger guard.
And that's 4 on the freshman guard, George. We've already seen Cadeau foul out of this game.
Hey, does coach get in a full court press? A zone press? A trap press this time? Does he let Georgia Tech bring it up?
Davis is pure. He's got 24.
Tracy Hart, how you doing?
Back within 5.
There it is. There it is. Ah, you can't let him beat it though. Hustle down the court.
Tech has an opportunity.
Regardless, it's called a full court press.
It's
on your followers that you're starting on. Cool.
Attack it. You have the athleticism. You have the mobility to finish around the rim. Attack.
All right, 63-68 with 4 whole minutes left on the clock. Can the Tar Heels?
Will it be a costly one?
Ah, we got to move the ball, baby. Come on, Mondo.
Trying to get the handle inside.
Go strong. Now, I'll Seth Trimble. I'd go and try to tear the rim down every single time. Like, get up.
Avoids the contact.
Trimble attacks the basket. Able to score and draw a foul.
What did they call last year? Yeah.
Yeah.
The right call last year and this year. But maybe last year more inclined to give the defense's direction. Now Trimble, who has struggled.
Trimble hit the free throw. Makes the free throw.
And just like that, number 3 has scored 6 in a row to get it back to 2.
All right, let's go, baby. He hooked. Come on, ref.
Hard to hear the whistle.
Give us something, baby.
And Teddy Valentine's going to get Cormac Ryan for shoving a hip into him.
Now with every foul for Georgia Tech, this game is going to come down.
Cut him off, let him off.
Georgia Tech in the double bonus.
Hey, Georgia Tech, y'all love playing music in the background. It's gonna get me copyright strike. Teacher Mom, how you doing? Hope you are watching the Carolina game. Oh, for some reason you don't strike me as a Carolina fan, though. George hits his free throw. And right now, that is the difference in the game.
Thursday night on ESPN and Madison.
It is the largest difference in the game. Carolina not hitting their free throws. Georgia Tech hitting their free throws. I am glad to see Coach Davis getting that full court trap press, though. Missed free throw, rebound, North Carolina.
He's at 8 of his 10 free throws tonight, well above his season average. Tech
is a 3-point lead. All right, Georgia Tech straight to the basket, straight driving is good for Davis. 1-point lead. And Georgia Tech's got to get this ball in. That's a 5-second goal. Oh, come on, ref. All right, anyway, they call a timeout. Carolina nearly got a 5-second call on Georgia Tech. It is a 1-point game, ladies and gentlemen, 1-point game. The body language was not looking good for North Carolina with a little bit more than 4 minutes on the clock. But a little bitty baby run started by their leading scorer, R.J. Davis. And Trimble has gotten the juices flowing back for the Tar Heels. Don't know if they're going to be able to last this one out.
There he is. There's my nephew.
We hope so.
I got a video of him playing.
It's one of those nights.
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle all.
It's one of those nights. I did not. I know. Crawley, you're gonna get tired of me saying it. I did not want to call this a trap game, but it is. It is what it is. Maybe Carolina, and Jay Will just stated it. Maybe Carolina was looking forward are looking past this game to the Duke game. But then Jason Williams cleared all that up. No, they're not. They're a veteran team. They know better. I believe what he's saying. It's not. Georgia Tech playing a heck of a game tonight. Carolina is not.
For being a kid.
You know, especially not offensively. And
you can get a cup of soup.
There's always games like this for the young people that are really serious about being good basketball players.
$1 cup of soup with an entree only on our app.
And what I'm speaking of here is the importance of hitting your free throws. The importance of hitting free throws, the importance of boxing out and getting rebounds.
When UC tried to slow me down, I got lasting steroid.
Because if you take a look at this right here, let me play you guys a little background music. I know you don't care about it, but I do. Seems a little bit naked out here without a little background music. All right, so come on. This is what we're looking at here. Free throw shooting. Now Carolina is 9 of 17. 9 of 17? Hey, Aunt Gladys, how you doing? Thank you for stopping through. 9 of 17 from the free throw line. Carolina shooting 52.9 from behind the charity stripe. Georgia Tech 15 of 17, 88.2. Rebounding, Carolina now they are out rebounding Georgia Tech, and like I said, that's the only thing that's keeping Georgia Tech from being up by 10 points. Carolina does have 16 assists, but without Elliot Kudo out there, man, you can see the difference that he makes being on the court. Turnovers, Carolina with 11, Georgia Tech 13.
Left form. It braces up against the big, pushes off, finds a way to finish over the side with the right hand. What a big
Carolina still full court pressure.
26 points so far in this game.
Almost a turnover. Georgia Tech breaks it, and they slow it down.
Double figures. Cormac Ryan and Harrison Ingram are a combined 5 of 25 from the floor.
Sturtevant lean. Oh, banks off the glass. And when that happens, ladies and gentlemen,
Banking hours, and they're going to have a look at Teddy Valentine.
when that happens, you know.
If it's a 2 or a 3.
You know the momentum. You know the luck is on one team's side. I tell you that.
The Sturtevant have.
I tell you that right there. Because there's no reason for that shot to go in. He's shooting a 3, leaning. He traveled. He traveled. 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4 steps. Without a backboard there, that ball goes right out of bounds into that old man's hands right there. So the refs are going to check, I think, right now early to see if that was a 3-point shot. I think that's what they're checking on.
Riding a hot second half hand of Kyle Sturtevant, 13.
Still, however, 3 minutes
in the second half.
and 24 seconds left in this game.
They've had a couple of big wins, but they've come close and let it slip
Man,
away.
this music in the background, bro, killing me.
They've got a chance right now. David Stoudemire in his first year. Best performance of the
Ray Keller, what's going on? How much time is left? 3:24. Carolina now with the ball. They get it to Cormac Ryan. Now they get it down to the big man. The little baby hook is too baby. Can't score. 3 minutes on the clock. 3 minutes. Can Carolina play some defense right here and get this ball back?
Really deep on the block.
Kelly gets it back up to George. Screen set.
Hey, George, to the corner.
Kelly. He's going to take you to the basket. Off the glass is short. Carolina saves it. Get up. Get up.
Puts it up with the left. Can't get it to go. Baycott.
Slam that, Baycott. Oh, my gosh.
Ball in there. Body's flying. R.J. Davis comes out
Carolina comes out with the rebound. Carmack Ron can't hit it. Carolina can't squeeze it, can't get any points out of that. Needed that right there. Man, look, I may be putting too much pressure on or giving get the rebound, man. I may be giving Trimble too much credit, but man, I've seen him get up and throw the ball down. So just why he won't just light it up? Ingram for three. Ingram gets a three. Ingram comes through in the clutch. Carolina needs every single point they can get.
Down the sideline, that is the pace Hubert Davis and the Tar Heels want to play with. Ingram having some answer.
All right. Got a little freeze going on here. Carolina, hey, Carolina's number 3 in the country. You know what I'm saying? They're number 1 in ACC play, so you wouldn't think there would be any quit. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't think there would be any quit.
Workers' comp insurance.
Georgia Tech
Or visit PieInsurance.com.
having probably one of their best games all season.
Then Pie Insurance.
They're a ACC team. They're not going to quit. Douglas Kelvin, what's going on?
Just joining us, Carolina, that game at Georgia Tech.
What's going on, daughter-in-law? Jamel Ellis, what's going on, Jamel? Mr. Gardner, what's going on? 87.
After the final, Carolina.
Trying to will these Carolina Tar Heels to a win. I don't know. We out here acting up.
And they rotate the ball. Georgia Tech late to recover.
Sam Gore, what's going on, sir?
And that's in the scouting report. Shooting 41% from the three-point line. You got to get a hand out there.
Before you know it, it'll be baseball season. I know you guys can't wait.
That make, J-Will, left Carolina 2 of 13.
All right, we got
second half. They've been 1 of 12.
a little bit more than 2 minutes left on the clock, if I'm not mistaken. We'll take a
2 minutes to go.
woo.
How much fun is this?
158 on the clock.
Late in the games of college basketball.
Now, should we be saying, can Carolina hang on and win this one, or
tonight?
no? The proper verbiage, the proper statement would be, can Georgia Tech hang on and win the game?
Georgia Tech is playing with a sense of urgency today. They're playing up to the level of their competition, and North Carolina trying to find an answer late in this ball game.
Georgia Tech fades.
All right,
In black.
Carolina, full court press.
And they are taking the fight right to the very end in this one. Can they finish against number 3?
Oh, who's that?
The ball.
That's gonna be Georgia Tech.
It's about the 4th time that I'm
nearly a bad
towards the
pass.
in these corners, and as he gets older in the game,
They're gonna take a look at it.
Try to find a way to catch the ball in the middle of the floor. When you run towards the corners, the defense can use the sideline and the baseline as an extra set of defenders, and it puts you in harm's way.
Going to take a look at it.
Last couple of minutes, have a review here to see.
What's going on, Sam Gore? I'm just chilling, trying to see if we can somehow will these Carolina Tar Heels to 10-0. We know it's not likely to.
You're playing into North Carolina when you catch the ball in those positions.
Not likely to win them all. I win every game in the ACC, But like I tell everybody, that's what every team is trying to do when they go out there. No team is trying to lose. So, hey, if you can do it, let's do it.
North Carolina turned up the backcourt pressure.
All right, for those people who are joining me on Instagram, I am currently on YouTube. If you got a YouTube account, swing by, put a comment in the chat.
BJ Elder, who played here as well, Bonzi Wells, who played.
If you don't know my YouTube channel, it is Coach GTV. That's Coach in all capital letters and GTV in little letters.
Starting to make some inroads recruiting. That's by building relationships.
All right, we got a little, I think it's a review. It's a review, and I see that I have one more. Somebody's hit that button one more time for 8 likes. Appreciate that. And everybody gets you get a crowd, get a hand clap, a crowd, whenever I hit a like. And let's play this Tar Heel. everybody. This dude is the maker and creator of some of the best rap music on the planet. If you guys like to listen to that.
That's where Georgia Tech's lining up now. Also
All right, here we go. Carolina, full court pressure. They throw it deep.
Well, there you go.
This is Claude. Catches it, takes his time. Skip pass. Georgia Tech with a minute on the clock. Excuse me, 1 minute 42 seconds, taking their time. Not sped up. They're trying to find Kelly, I'm pretty sure.
Claude with a ball screen.
Running some time off the clock. 1 point game. Sturdivant rips.
Great defense by R.J. Davis to knock it free. Now Davis has the ball.
Do we have a timeout? Carolina has it.
Inside 90 seconds to play.
I had a glitch in my television.
Out of the way. Clear on the side. Let him go to work.
Baycott running out. Davis in the back.
Baycott, don't do nothing crazy.
Shooting range.
Get it back to him.
Three. Running around, no good. George with the rebound.
Yeah, something is going.
Possession for North Carolina. Ingram with a wide open 3-point shot.
Gargantuan possession for the Jackets.
I would get Baycott in the pick and roll, not Harrison Ingram.
George with the crossover. 3-point shot.
Tough shot. Hand
Rebound. R.J. Davis strong to the basket. No foul. Carolina goes back up by 1. But will it be enough? Will it be enough?
Kidding me, R.J. Davis. He hunts down.
I appreciate that. I'm the Fat Boy. Thanks for stopping, dude. B-Hop Nation. B-Hop. Let me stop. Let me stop. I heard that was like gang signs right there. B-Hop Nation. That's the old school gang sign right there. B-Hop Nation in the house. What's going on?
And their first lead, Jay, since they were up 52-51. Going for their 11th straight win. Trying to
All right, Carolina
in ACC play
has taken the lead by 1.
in Chapel Hill this weekend.
I mean, and RD, I get it. Whenever you watch Zach Edey play, he is dominant.
We are definitely trying to make it through here
Guard in college basketball. That is R.J. Davis.
with the technical difficulties
It was a strip.
and everything.
50-50 ball. It was back-to-back plays at the rim.
Come on, defense, get a stop.
His leadership is what's putting North Carolina in this position.
And let's see.
Georgia Tech down by 1 with the ball. 34.
Georgia Tech, hey, been scoring prolifically. So I'm pretty sure these boys, they're not afraid of the moment.
I am putting him in a pick and roll at the top of the key. I'm going to make Armando Baycott guard the likes of Sturdivant, who's been
Yeah, like, hey, I run that pick and roll too, because we have not been able to stop it yet.
He can switch that action.
Man, it's background music killing me.
Stoudemire, the head coach, an opportunity to establish how things are going to be when you come to Atlanta. They've already beaten Duke. They've got a chance against North Carolina, ranked third.
All right, so they have to bring this down full court.
But the Jackets,
Carolina's been full court the whole time. I don't know if they'll trap this time or if it'll just be a man-to-man.
It came down to those 8-point losses where those critical junctures could have gone either way.
It's going to be a man-to-man press, well, just man-to-man full court. Georgia Tech brings it down. They got 27 seconds on the clock, but 22 to shoot. So Carolina will have a little bit of time to score. Run them off the threes. Don't give them threes, but don't foul three-point shooter. George still handling the ball. The pick and roll. They got the big man down. George gets to the basket. Off the glass. It's good. Carolina gets it in. They've got 7 seconds to shoot. R.J. Davis brings it across the timeline. It's a 1-point lead by the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, but there's 4.6 seconds on the clock.
I said you get Baycott out in the pick and roll. It kind of exposes their defense and puts him in a situation where he has to guard a dynamic guard. And what a shot with the left hand, softly off.
Jay Will called it.
Off the left foot, RJ. D. The degree of difficulty is a 10.
Get Baycott out of the pick and roll, or put him at the top of the pick and roll.
He drove Baycott. It paid off. And now Georgia Tech, which has lost 8 of its last 9 games, 1 stop away
Man, I didn't.
from beating the third.
The game is not over yet, but I just, I knew this could possibly happen, but I was like, not this time, not this time. Carolina's going to come out in this trap game, and they're going to handle business. But that's how it is. That's how it is. And Georgia Tech, dang it.
You're in the bonus. You need to attack the rim. Look for Harrison Ingram.
They got us in football.
Ingram, as we've said, has struggled from the floor tonight. He's 3 of 14. If they do indeed go to him and he has a chance at the play, this last one will be the only one that matters.
And they're putting Miles Kelly, who's 6'6", on the likes of R.J. Davis, who's 6'1", trying to use that.
What is going on here? All right, let's see. Here we go.
Gets it to Baycott. Handing it to R.J. Davis. Davis for the lead. The tap.
And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. The Tar Heels go down. Had a chance right there. Thought maybe R.J. Davis would pull the little jumper, but he did not.
The game is over in Georgia.
And Carolina had a chance to tip it in too there at the end.
Even the country, North Carolina, 74.
That's how it goes tonight. That's how it goes sometimes.
Nathan George.
Oh, Nathan George, Nathaniel George. What a big-time shot. He called it on the ISO. Trying to win it finishing the left hand. And then on the opposite end, what a play drawn up by
Tar Heels only able to amass 73 points.
R.J. Davis to go downhill. And this is an official court storm.
It comes off R.J. Davis's hands. It's always a chance. It is always a chance to go in. 9 likes, appreciate it. But it was not to be today. The Tar Heels go down, their first loss in the ACC. Now, this is what I was saying. I did want it to come down to this, but I'm going to go ahead and say it anyway. Yeah, RJ goes to the basket. The foul was not called. Come on, ref, you got to help us out on that. Dang, that's not a foul? He ran right in? That's not a foul? Good gracious.
Initiated that contact, did not blow the whistle.
Yeah, but the hands were down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a foul.
So if the hands are down, you can lean into that a little
Listen,
bit.
every offensive player initiates the contact.
They dictate the pace and they
All right, he initiates the contact. But hey, you know what? That play right there was not the play to lose Carolina the ball game right there.
Carolina, Kansas, and Oklahoma State coming up next tonight from Atlanta.
That was not the play that lost the game for Carolina. All right, the plays that lost the game for Carolina, really big time. I mean, honestly, is on the charity stripe. It's just a charity stripe. Period. All right. We could take a look at all that, but I don't even feel like looking at it. But what I will say is this: I really did. I wanted Carolina to win this game because this is a game they should have won. I mean, if you look at the record-wise, they should have won this game. Did not win it, but here's the thing. And dang, Georgia Tech, they're always doing something to mess us up, to throw a wrench in our perfectly running motor and start. This is what I'm saying right here. It could be a blessing in disguise. They haven't been cruising. They've had tough wins. They've had some wins that have been tough, but this loss right here should sting. Maybe it'll get their attention. And I'm not saying they're not focused. I'm not saying that. But going into this Duke game right here, that's already going to be a game where everybody's going to be up for it. Plus, they got this loss against Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech also beat Duke, but they against Georgia Tech that I'm pretty sure they feel they should not have lost, whether it was a close game or not. Shouldn't have lost this game. So they will definitely be clear-headed and ready to play against Duke Saturday. That I don't doubt that at all. All right, don't doubt that at all. But here's the other thing. Duke's a good team. All right, Duke's a good team. Just like every team in this conference is going to be ready to play Carolina. And I'm gonna go ahead and say it because I sort of believe in the jinxes, but I don't really believe in the jinxes. All right, because no matter what I say, no matter what a commentator says when a guy's shooting a free throw, the guy shooting a free throw has got to shoot the free throw. All right, if that was true, then nobody would hit free throws whenever a commentator says anything. But I'm gonna say it anyway. Hopefully, this loss doesn't start something negative that makes Carolina start going on like a little losing streak. You know what I'm saying? I don't think this is the type of team we have. I think this was a bad night shooting. We had some unnecessary turnovers, especially at the beginning, and the free throw line killed us. It actually came around and killed us this time. I think it was Sean Crawley or somebody said they were afraid that one of these games, you know, some of the things we do will come around and get us, and it just so happens it did today. There's no gimmies in this conference. Much love, Coach Sean, Rodney, all OGs, Hills Nation. Yeah, what's up, Mike? Good. Hey, thank you, Smitty. That's great, but losing the game like this was awful. They played awful most of the game, missed free throws, bad shots, got to win Saturday. Have a good night. Ray Keller, that was Sean Crawley. Good night, Hills family. See you Saturday. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Rodney Sessoms, Michael, we'll be ready for Duke. This one, that's what I'm hoping that happens, Rodney. But, and I don't see us being this type of team, but let's hope it doesn't. This doesn't work against us like when we lose to Duke during football season, where for some reason we just can't put things together. Things start to go downhill. This is not the first time. People will look at this game and say, "Oh, Georgia Tech won because they were in that zone and Carolina couldn't handle it." But this has not been the only team that has played zone against us. And we done pretty well against the zone. It's just one of those nights, not able to hit the outside shot. Heck, not even able to capitalize when we got the ball in the middle. I mean, great getting the ball to Ingram there. You can put Ingram in that middle all day. But Ingram can finish around the glass. But he should be able to. That's one thing we hadn't been doing very well too, and that's finishing around the glass. But if it's too hard to get the ball to Ingram there, we could always put Armando there and then dump it down to Ingram. He should be able to finish around the glass too. Put him on the baseline. But yeah, before we get out of here, I definitely got to go and we got to take a look at these stats real quick. All of it. All right. I'm a little upset, so I didn't want to go look at it, but what the heck? We're gonna look at it anyway. All right, here we go. For North Carolina, Ingram ended up with 8 points. Baycott had 9. I think he only scored twice in the second half. Or maybe once in the second half. Yeah, he had 8 points. Yeah, he only scored once, I think, maybe twice. Kudo, 5 points, but he fouled out of the game. That hurt Carolina too, right there. R.J. Davis, great output, 28 points again. He had 4 assists, 5 rebounds. Our Carmack Ryan, 9 points off the bench. Bench scored just a little bit this time. Washington had 8. Trimble had 6 points. Ingram again out rebounding everyone with 13. Armando Bacot had 9. For Georgia Tech, Duano, I think he went out hurt. In Dongo had 2 points. George played a big game for these guys at point guard, at freshman point guard. 16 points. Miles Kelly 15. Reeves had 2. And the bench did the biggest, came in and did the biggest job for the Yellow Jackets. Sacco had a big 3. Kapare attacked the basket a bunch. He had 6 points, but he had 8 rebounds. Claude, 9 points. Colvin had a big 3. Sturdivant probably played bigger as far as points than anybody on the team with 18 big ones. And Georgia Tech outlasts the Tar Heels, and that's exactly how you should say it. Outlast the Tar Heels by 1 point, a score of 73-74. But here is the main reason. Here's your tale of the tape right here. If you didn't watch the game, you can tell right here. This is what really hurt Carolina. Carolina ended up shooting only 36% from the field. Georgia Tech 41. Carolina was 20 out of 77. Georgia Tech 25 out of 61. 3-point shooting was not terrible for North Carolina, but Carolina was 8 for 28 for 28%. Georgia Tech 9 of 20. They took good shots and they hit the shots. 45% from behind the arc. Free throws though, if you do away with everything else, free throws were the main problem right here for the Tar Heels. Free throws, Carolina 9 of 17, and didn't really go to the free throw line in the second half. 9 of 17. All right, 52%. 52%. What up, Reese? Well, Reese in the house, what's going on? Listen. When it first happened, game speed, from our angle, I thought he got bumped, but they didn't call it. I've seen a lot more lighter calls, like the one that fouled Kudo out. He called that a foul, but that one right there wasn't a foul. He met him. He ran into him, and just like Jay Will said, he had his hands down. Hands weren't up. Hands down. He definitely got knocked off his direction to the basket. His lane to the basket, definitely. And the ref was just like, I'm not going to call this because that's going to make the difference in the game. Well, I mean, you got to be consistent. A foul is a foul no matter what. It is. A foul's a foul. To win the game, JR had to get up there and hit both free throws anyway, which we're pretty sure he would have done it, but the ref's got to call that foul. That's a foul. That is a foul. He got completely knocked off his line to the basket. I mean, and listen, if anybody wants to argue this, listen, go back and look at it. He is going to the basket. RJ is not pulling up to shoot a jumper. He's going to the basket to shoot that layup. His momentum is going forward, and he's leaning in, of course, to make contact with the guy, because that's how you draw fouls. You got to make a little contact. But like Jay Will said, the defender met him, hands down, not hands up, hands down, and he hit him so hard that that boom, knocked him off his line. That's when he threw the ball up, and he landed about 8 feet from where the contact started. So if you don't get hit, you're not gonna land that far back. Come on, guy. Yeah, you got to call that foul. You got to call that foul. But anyway, it is what it is. Like I said, maybe this. I've been on teams where we could have went undefeated and lost a game, but we lost a game like after, well, I'm talking about A&T, after 6 wins, and we were getting a little bit full of ourselves. Went up to, what was it? I forgot the name of the team. It wasn't Hampton. I can never remember Howard. And Howard put the smackdown on us like they beat us up. And it brought us back. It brought us back to real life. All right, so we didn't lose again. And I was saying, this might be a close game. This little trap game be a close game, and then we go into Duke not prepared. But this right here is going to sting, have us prepared. I think we'll be ready for Duke. I didn't want to lose, but you know it is what it is. And if we lost, I definitely didn't want to lose to Georgia Tech. But that's how it is. I don't know what it is. That's how it is, man. Georgia Tech got our number all the way around. Can our baseball team beat Georgia Tech? Dang. If Carolina had hockey, would they be able to beat Georgia Tech? Hey, we can't beat Georgia Tech in daggone tic-tac-toe. Anyway, yeah, making me mad, bro. I'm dude getting smoked Saturday. Look, I'm getting my thumbnail done right now. I might eat a pregame meal. I don't know. We got to get ready for this one. You know what I'm saying? I have my play-by-play, everything set up to be right. Make sure this internet is working great because I think it's gonna be a good one. All right. Well, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting ready to get out. Hey, thank you, everyone. Let's check the likes before I leave. All right, 11 likes, yes sir. We got double figures. Thank you, everyone who stopped by YouTube and hit that like button. I appreciate it. And thank you, everyone that stopped by Instagram, hung out with me just a little bit. Hey, you too, Maurice. Hung out with me a little bit, and I'll maybe we'll set it up like this Saturday. You know, so you guys can come in and out. You know what I'm saying? You hit me up here, and then come to YouTube. I understand some old people don't have YouTube accounts. They can see me, but they can't put anything in the comments because they don't have an account. You know what I'm saying? Listen, stop being old. Get your YouTube account so you can come in and leave some comments. Especially you UNC Tar Heels. Leave some comments in the comment section on the live stream. All right, so we're getting ready to get out of here. Dang it, Carolina. Dang it, refs. And dang it, Georgia Tech. Listen, I already, for some reason, I don't know why, started disliking the Atlanta Falcons. Even though I got people in Atlanta. You know, I was cool with Atlanta, but for some reason, I don't know why, I just don't like that team now. For some reason, I just start disliking the Atlanta Falcons this year. I don't know what it is. And now, Georgia Tech, I don't like nobody. I don't like no teams from Georgia. I don't like Georgia Tech. I don't like the Falcons. And I don't like any team from Georgia right now. All right, I'm hating on Georgia. All right, but with that said, I'm getting ready to get out of here. Thank you guys from Instagram for hanging out live. I'm Coach Gary, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, we got a couple of people still in here. I'm getting ready to get out of here. Hang on just a second. Michael, we'll be ready for Duke. Good night, family. Dustin Jenkins, what's going on? UNC got robbed on the missed call at the end of the game. Yeah, I usually don't complain about it. I'm not really complaining about it. That was a foul. I mean, it was obviously a foul. He got knocked off his line to the basket. He saw it coming. I don't know who was it, Kelly that fouled him. He saw him coming, hands down, knocked him down, pushed him. Shot was off a lot because of that. The ref didn't call it. But the biggest thing, 9 for 17 free throws. You can't shoot 50% from the free throw line and expect to win the game. Not a tight game. So I can't say that shot right there was it. Yeah, the ref should have called the foul. It was a foul. It was a foul, Georgia Tech people, Georgia Tech fans, but it wasn't called, so we gotta move on. All right, move on. On to the next. On to the next. All right. So, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'm getting ready to get out of here. It's Coach Gary, and I'll see you guys Saturday, if not before. All right, if not before, I'll see you on some kind of play-by-play. Good night. Peace.
Perfect. Perfect.